Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome for today. Second discussion on 5th December 2025, Friday. So here we're meeting again to continue with the chapter 36. Chapter 36, Transcendental Affection of Servitude. Just now, this morning we completed this chapter, which called as the natural love of God. Samanya, this thing. And now we're coming to Vatsalya. All right. Vatsalya Pola. What do you call? What is the name, Prabhu? You said this morning. I forgot. Dasya Rasa. All right. So now we are coming into Dasya. All right. That was servitude. All right. So before we start, let's do an invocation prayer. Om Eknanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitamena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Karamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Padakamlam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vidam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachiri Satarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Viknanadaine Prabhuve Namaha Madhuryojala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namustute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virda Pasidanta Dvantarine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padam Bujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestam Nidasa Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhama Sri Jagannathayate Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyacha Paditaram Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Garutisi Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanuste Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vishari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Jaya Pataka Swami Tinamine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaurakata Tamadaya Nagaragrama Tarini Hariam Tatsa. Okay, welcome. So today we're going to continue our discussion on Dasya Ras or Servitude. Okay, so now we have already come into what they call Western Ocean second wave. All right, total there's 5 waves. So now we are in second wave. All right, so let's look at this. Priti Bhakti Rasakhya Divitaya Lahari Sri Dara Swami Bihi Spashtam Ayam Eva Rashottama Ranga Prasangasa Premakakyaya Prakrititita. All right, so now it's quoting from Nectar of the Ocean, Western Ocean, second wave, text 1. So here it's mentioned the transcendental mellow of affection has been accepted by authorities like Sridhara Swami as a perfectional stage of devotion. It is just above humor. What is humor? Humor means flavor. All right, please remember, because sometimes we think a humor means comedy. I see, not that. We're talking about flavor. Okay, just give me a second. Video. Okay. Now it's better. So I was wondering why I'm so dark. Okay, so it's just above the humor of neutrality. All right, it's just above the humor of neutrality, and it's a requisite for the development of the serving humor or flavor. Again, remember, humor, we are talking about flavor. All right. So now it's mentioned here the transcendental mellow. All right. Mellow on what? Mellow on affection. Okay. Affection. It has been accepted. Accepted as by who? By authorities. All right. It is not simply, a commentary or what they call opinion of one particular person, but it's by authority. And which authority they are quoting? They are quoting this authority of Sridhara Swami. All right. So they say the transcendental mellow of affection, okay, it is considered the perfectional stage of devotion. So the perfectional stage of devotional service is when we start to create the transcendental mellow of affection. All right. So mellow. So when it is bhakti rasa, mellow means also they call as rasa. Okay, the mellow, because there's no word that you can replace rasa in English. Therefore, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he just said it. Rasa means mellow. Okay, that is consider as a perfect stage of devotion. Okay, it is just above, and another thing is just above the humor of neutrality or the flavor of neutrality. All right, and is requisite for the development of the serving humor. It is important, it's a requirement to develop the humor, the flavor of serving. So in literature such as Nama Kaumudi, okay, Nama Kaumudi is the state of existence is accepted as continuous affection for or attraction to Krishna. So that means in literature like Nama Kaumudi, this state of existence, that means the state of existence of mellow of affection accepted as the continuous for Krishna or attraction to Krishna. Okay, so authorities like Sudevi consider the stage of affection to be in the neutral stage, but in any case this affection is relished by the devotee in different transcendental tastes, and therefore the general name for this state is affection or pure affection for Krishna. All right, it's very straightforward. So devotees engaged in servitude are attached to Krishna in affection of reverence. Okay, now let's look at this. Devotees engaged in servitude are attached to Krishna in the affection of reverence. All right. So when we serve Krishna, when we are engaged in devotional service, like in the temple, cooking, and all these kind of things, we are attached to Krishna in reverence. All right, in reverence. Okay, that means in other words, it's not awe and reverence; it's just reverence. Then what they say, oh, I'm cooking for Krishna, I have to be careful. I'm entering the kitchen of the kitchen is considered the place of Srimati Radharani. So I go there, I just pay obeisances, I enter. And after that, I pray it is the place, okay, I'm on behalf of Srimati Radharani, I'm cooking for Krishna. And all this, I mean, we do with so much of reference, all right? Or when we clean the temple, oh, okay, I'm doing with so much of this thing. So this all, that means devotees engaged in servitude are attached to Krishna in affection of reverence, okay? But at the same time, some of the inhabitants of Gokula, all right? So now example is giving, some of the inhabitants of Gokula or Vrindavan, okay, that exhibited on earth. Okay, now what we should remember this, so Gokula means is the Vrindavan that you see it in earth, but there is called Goloka. The spiritual world is called as Goloka. Okay, now some inhabitants of Gokula are attached to Krishna on the platform of affection with reverence. Okay, so some of the inhabitants of Gokula are attached to Krishna on this platform. That means the platform affection in reverence. Reverence. Okay. Now let's look at this. The inhabitants of Vrindavan used to say, Krishna is always manifest before us with a complexion like a blackish cloud. Okay, the residents of Vrindavan used to say, Krishna is always manifest before us with a complexion like a blackish cloud. He holds his wonderful flute on his lotus hands. He is dressed in yellow silk and bedecked with peacock feather on his head. Then, when Krishna walks near Govardhan hill With these personal features, all the inhabitants of heavenly planet as well as inhabitants on this earth feel transcendental bliss and consider themselves the eternal servant of the Lord. Okay. Sometimes the devotee becomes filled with same awe and reverence. All right. That means sometimes the devotee becomes also filled with same awe and reverence. All right. Or in Tamil, we call Bhaya Bhakti. Sometimes they also can be filled with awe and reverence by seeing a picture of Vishnu, okay, who is dressed like Krishna, who has similar complexion. That means Vishnu have similar complexion like Krishna. The only difference now, please underline this thing. The only difference here is, all right, the only difference is Vishnu has 4 hands in which he holds conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower. All right, Vishnu holds conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower. Lord Vishnu always decorate with many valuable jewels such as Chandrakanta stone and Suryakanta stone. Okay. So in Lalita Madhava by Rupa Goswami, there is a following statement by Daruka. So now we understand who is the author of Lalita Madhava. The Lalita Madhava is authored by Rupa Goswami. It's actually a wonderful book, right? Anyway, so Lalita Madhava, okay, there's a statement by Daruka. Who is Daruka? One of the servants of Krishna. All right, servants of Krishna. Is that Daruka that we remember reading it before, right? Did we read about Daruka before? Anyone can remember?
No,
Anyone?
we read about Pataka, not Daruka.
Pataka, the one who laugh, who
Yeah.
laugh at.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Pataka. Okay. Wow, fantastic, Prabhu. Thank you. I was wondering, Daruka. Okay. Now let's look at the following statement of Daruka, one of the servant of Krishna. He said, certainly Lord Vishnu is very beautiful with his necklace of Kaustuba jewel. All right. His 4 hands holding conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower, and his dazzlingly beautiful jewelry. He is also very beautiful in his eternal position. All right. And he's riding upon the shoulder of Garuda. But now the same Lord Vishnu is present as the enemy of Kamsa. By his personal feature, I am completely forgetting the opulence of Vaikuntha. So now Daruka is saying here, Lord Vishnu is actually very attractive. All right. But now I'm seeing the form of, but the same Lord Vishnu is present as the enemy of Kamsa. Why they need to say that enemy of Kamsa? Why not they just say the same Lord Vishnu present here as Krishna? They can see it that way. But why they need to put? Sometimes they say, there's one verse here, right? What is the verse? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. So now what is the verse is? Krishna, who is Vasudeva. So Vasudeva is Vasudev. Vasudeva is son of Vasudev. So Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Then after that, continue by what? Devaki Nanda Nayacha, the son of Devaki. Nandagopa, right? He is also Nandagopa Kumaraya. He is also son of Nandagopa. Nanda Maharaj. Nandagopa Kumaraya. Govindaye Namo Namaha. Yes. Why do they need to say Krishna, who is Vasudeva, that means son of Vasudev, Devaki Nandan? Why they need to use this kind of term? Why not just simply say Krishna? Because okay, now this is quite out of the topic, okay, you'll be wondering why I'm talking about this. Okay, now the reason why I'm saying this, when you look in the Vedic literature, right, you always see this, son of Kunti, Prita, son of Prita. Why they need to mention like that? Because when you mention like that, you are going to that specific person. If not, there will be a room for speculators or Mayavadi to speculate on this subject. All right. So when we start to understand like this, say like for instance, now the same Lord Vishnu present as the enemy of Kamsa. Who is the enemy of Kamsa? Nobody dares to become his enemy. The one and only person who became his enemy was only Krishna. Right? So it is specifically mentioning. So when they say enemy, the word is enemy. Or they say Devaki Nandan, the son of Devaki, the son of Vasudev. So the son of Vasudev, the son of Devaki, the son of Yasoda Nandan, or the son of Nandagopa. Why they need to say that? So that means when they say son and a lover of Radharani, all right, and say like a husband of Lakshmi, why they need to do that? Because this is another proof that God is a person. So this is indirect. Sometimes they say, where in which place, right? In which place Krishna says, where do you find that the Veda says Krishna has form, God has form? Like Zakir Naik was telling, God is formless. It's also mentioned in the Vedas. It's correct. Only you people are creating some kind of idol and start worshipping it. So God is a person. This is the proof. Enemy of Kamsa. All right. So, okay. Sure. Kamsa Vijayi. Right. So enemy of Kamsa or the son of Vasudev. Why we usually use this kind of word is because we are trying to be specifically mentioned that God is a person. All right. Okay. So that means he says that the same Lord Vishnu came present as the enemy of Kamsa. Then after that says, by his personal feature. So there's another proof that, okay, he came in his personal feature. And because of that, I am completely forgetting the opulence of Vaikuntha. All right? Whatever things that... So here also it's mentioned that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. The original Bhagavan, Soyam Bhagavan. Brahmanda Koti Damaika, Romakupa Kripam Buddhihi, Avichintya Mahashakti, Sarva Siddhi Nishevita, Antaravali Bijam, Sadat Marama Shrit Gunaha, Ishvara Paramaradhya, Sarvajnya Suhirda Vrataha, Samardhiman, Shama Shila, Saranagata, Palaka, Dakshina Satya Vachano, Daksha Sarva, Shubhan Karaha, Pratapi Dharmika, Sastra Chakshu, Bhakta Suhirtama, Vadanyas Tejasa, Yukta Kritanya, Kirti Shangshayaha. Okay, so it says Varyan Balavan, Prema Vasya, Ityadivir Gunai, Yutas Chatur, Videshva Esha, Dasheshva Lambano Harihi. So another devotee once said, the supreme personality of Godhead, from whom the bodily pause came millions of universes, permanently rising, who is the ocean of mercy, who is the owner of inconceivable energies, who is always equipped with all perfection, who is the origin of all incarnation, who is the attraction of all liberated person, who is the same personality of Godhead, he is the supreme controller and the supreme worshipable. He is cognizant, is all cognizant, fully determined and fully opulent. He is the emblem of forgiveness and protector of surrendered souls. He is munificent, true to his promise, expert, all auspicious, powerful, and religious. He is a strict follower of the scripture. He is the friend of the devotees, and he is magnanimous. He is influential, grateful, reputable, respectable, full of strength, and submissive to pure love. Surely he is the only shelter of devotees who are attracted to him by the affection of servitorship. So this is the verse that we see. Okay, Brahmanda Koti. Brahmanda Koti. Brahmanda Koti means what? So there's a Brahmanda. That means there's a lot of Brahmanda. There's a lot of universes. Koti means millions and trillions. Damaika, Roma Kupa, Kramabe. Roma Kupa. Roma means from the Roma, from the pause of that, it creates so many Brahmanda. Koti Brahmanda. All the universes start coming out from all pore of its body. This is referring to which deity is this? At the same time, Mahashakti, Sarva Siddhi, Antaravali, Bijam. Antaravali Bijam means is the seed giver, is the seed, is the cause. Sadatmarama, Kirguna, Ishvara, controller, Paramaradhya, Sarvanya, Suhirda, Samardhiman, Shama, Sheila, Sharanagata, Palaka. That means all the devotees, is a refuge, all those who have surrendered. Dakshina, Satya Vachano, Daksha, Sarva Shubhankaraha, Pratapi, Dharmika, Shastra Chakshu. Shastra Chakshu means he is the one who follows the Shastra. Bhakta Shruhittama, Vadanyas Tejasa. Okay, Vadanyas Tejasa is so opulent, so tejas. Yukta, Kritajini, Kirti Shankshrayaha. Right? So, Varyan Balavan Prema, Vasya iti Adivir Gunai. Yutas Chaturvid Deshvesha, Dashvesha Alambano Hari. So, now they are referring to which deity is this? Okay, they are referring to first the Supreme Personality, whose bodily pause came millions of universe and is permanently rising into the ocean of mercy. All right, who is this? Which deity is this? Which Krishna they are referring to now? Anyone?
Karano Dakshai Vishnu.
Huh?
Karano Dakshai Vishnu.
Karana Dakshai Vishnu or Mahavishnu, Narayana. So from Karana Dakshai, Karana means cause. What is the cause of your pain? What is the cause of your suffering? What is the cause of your happiness? Cause. So that's why that place is called as causal ocean. The place everything happens. Okay. So that's why he says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. All right. So Karanam, Karana ocean. In Tamil we call Karana Kadal. All right. So the Supreme Pari, whose bodily pause came millions of universe and permanently rising, who is the ocean of mercy. And he is the owner of inconceivable energies. He is always equipped with all perfection. He is the origin of all incarnation. Who is this now? Who is this origin of all incarnation? Who could this be?
Narayana.
The origin of all incarnation, Prabhu.
All incarnations come from Narayana, Prabhu.
Which Narayana?
Oh, that.
Shiro Dakshai.
Yes, Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. All right. So he is the cause of all incarnation, or Shiro Dakshai Vishnu, who is also very attractive to all liberated person. He is the very supreme personality of Godhead. He is the supreme controller. All right. He is the supreme worshipable, and he's all cognizant. All right. And he's fully determined. All right. And fully opulent, emblem of forgiveness, and the protector of surrendered soul. He is munificent and is true to his promise. All right. True to his promise means what? The promises that he gives in Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is the book of promises. All right. At last, what he says, what they call, what verse you can think of?
He'll tell Arjuna, Prabhu, that his devotees never perish.
Okay. Another thing?
Na pranasyanti.
All right. What is another verse? 68, I think. No. Yeah, I forgot the verse. Can anyone think of the verse? Man manabo mat bhaktu, mat yaji mam namaskuru. Mat yaji mam namaskuru. Okay, man manabo mat bhaktu. 65. Man manabo mat bhaktu, mat yaji mam namaskuru. Mam eva shri satyam te.
Yeah, correct.
Jani priyosime. So what is satyam te? I swear, I promise you. All right? What it says? What the promise he give? Think about it very carefully. All right? You can also mark 18.65. It says what? Always think of me. Become my devotee. He wants you to become his devotee. Right? He wants you to become his devotee. Oh, God never said that. Now he's saying it very clearly. Man mana, bhava mat bhakto. Mat means me. Become my bhakto, bhakto. Be my devotee. Right? Then, mat yajimam namaskaram. Namaskuru means namaskaram. Offer your prayers and homage. Offer your homage unto me. Then he says what? Mameshu satyante. That means, thus you'll come to me without fail. He says, you will come to me without fail. But after that, he says, I promise you this. I promise you this because you are very dear friend. You are very dear friend. All right. Now, let me show you the verse from the same translation from the book by what they call Svarta Varshini Prakasika, the commentary by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. All right. See what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said in this verse. All right, 1865, 68, okay, 67, 66, and 60. Commentary. Okay, now the translation here by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, absorb your consciousness in me, become my devotee by dedicating yourself to such practice as hearing about and glorifying my names, forms, qualities, and pastimes. Worship me and offer obeisances to me. Thus you will certainly attain me. This truth I swear to you because you are most dear to me. All right. So this is books by this what they call Vishnu Chakri. I think translated by Banu Marai. I hope that last time they had it, but now I don't think so. You have it now. So it's like that. So he says, I swear. So this is an assurance for a devotee. All right. We have no fear actually, because we have firmly believe and trust the promises of Krishna. All right. Because he's true to his promise. And he's expert, all auspicious, powerful, strict follow the scripture. Like that, all these are his wonderful qualities. Then, right? Then after that, it says, the devotees of the Lord in servitude are divided into 4 classes. Okay, now we are coming to the point. That means the devotee who are in servitude, in service attitude. Servitude means service attitude. Is in 4 classes. One is appointed servants, such as Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva, who are appointed to control the material modes of passion and ignorance. Okay, this is very straightforward. You got it? One is appointed. That means by appointment. Okay, so that means we understand the position of Brahma and position of Shiva is a position. It's appointment servant, appointed servants, right? Who are appointed to control the material modes of passion and ignorance. Okay. The second one is devotees in servitude who are protected by the Lord. And number 3 is devotee who are always associate. And number 4, devotees who are simply following the footsteps of the Lord. Like that, there's 4 types of devotee. All right. Now let's look at the first one, appointed servants. So in the conversation between Jambavati, one of Krishna's wives, and Kalindi, her friend. Okay. That means who's Jambavati? The daughter of Jambavan, right? So now what is happening? Now Jambavati is talking to a friend Kalindi. Okay. So now, so what is Jambavati says? Jambavati inquired, who is this personality circumambulating our Krishna? She asked a friend Kalindi, who is this personality that's circumambulating our Krishna? They're going around the Krishna. And Kalindi replied, she said, she is Ambika. Right? She is Ambika. So who's that Ambika? The superintendent of all universal affairs. So the superintendent of all universal affairs means what? The one who takes care the affairs of this universe. And Jambavati inquired, who is this personality who is trembling at the sight of Krishna? Who is this personality trembling, looking at Krishna's body trembling? And Kalindi replied, he is Lord Shiva. Then Jambavati inquired, who is that person offering prayers? And Kalindi replied, he is Lord Brahma. And Jambavati then asked, who is that person who is fallen on the ground and is offering respect to Krishna? Oh, he is Indra, the king of heaven. Then Jambavati next inquired, who is this person who has come with the demigods and is laughing with him? And Kalindi replied, he is my elder brother Yamaraj, the superintendent of death. Now, who is Kalindi? Who is Kalindi?
One of the wives of Lord Krishna, Prabhu.
And who is she?
Yamuna, Yamuna river.
Yamuna. Yes, Yamuna. Yamuna is sister of Yamaraj. All right. He is the elder brother. He is my elder brother Yamaraj, superintendent of death. This conversation offers a description of all the demigods, including Yamaraj, who are engaged in service appointment by the Lord. This is called Adhikrita Devata, or demigods appointed in particular type of department service. You got it? Okay. 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 So now we understand. So Kalindi is talking to Ambika. Ambika is asking and Kalindi replying. All right. Now, so devotees under the protection of the shelter of devotee. Okay. Now let's look at the second one. First one we have spoke about appointed servants. That means the devatas. Now the second one is devotees under the protection and shelter of the Lord. Okay. Now let's look at this. One resident of Vrindavan once told Lord Krishna. He says, my dear Krishna, oh pleasure of Vrindavan, being afraid of this material existence, we have taken shelter to you. Being afraid of material existence, we have taken shelter to you. For you can completely protect us. We are well aware of your greatness. As such, we have given up our desire for liberation and have taken complete shelter under your lotus feet. Since we have heard about you ever increasing transcendental love, since we have heard about your ever increasing transcendental love, we have voluntarily engaged ourselves in your transcendental service. So this is the statement of a devotee who is under the protection and the shelter of Lord Krishna. All right. Okay, now, and the third one. Okay, now example. Then another example is, upon being chastised by Krishna's constant kicking on his head. All right. All right. Then another one. Upon being chastised by Krishna, constantly kicking on his head. That is Kaliya, the snake, the black snake of Yamuna, came to his senses and admitted, because Krishna was dancing on the head of Kaliya. And after he came to the senses and remarked, he said, my dear Lord, I have been so offensive unto you, but still you are kind that you have marked my head with your impression of your lotus feet. This is an instance of one's taking shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay. This is the one, for instance, an example of one taking shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay. So now, any questions so far? All okay?
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay. Oh. 36. Okay. Now, just checking my notes here. All right. Now, okay. So this, okay. Now let's look at the next one. So in the Aparada Banjana. Aparada Banjana. Oh, what such book? Yatava Aparada Banjane Kamadinam Katina Katida Palita Durnideshas. All right. So in the Aparada Banjana, he says, in the Aparaja Banjana, a pure devotee express his feeling. All right. He's saying, my dear Lord, I am ashamed to admit before you that I have carried out the orders of my master, my masters. Okay, so that means a pure devotee expresses his feeling. He says, my dear Lord, I'm ashamed to admit before you or to confess to you, I have carried out the orders of my masters. And who are the masters? Lust, anger, avarice, illusion, and envy. Sometimes I have carried out their orders in the way most abominable. We have done it in the most abominable way. Yet, in spite of my serving them so faithfully, serving who? Serving their bad master very faithfully, still they are not satisfied, nor they kind enough to give me relief from their service. I mean, they say, all right, okay, you have done enough. You take a break. They are not going to give up on him. They are not even okay. They are not kind enough. They are not, nor they are kind enough to give me relief from their service. They want me more and more to serve them. They are not even ashamed of taking service from me in that way. My dear Lord, or head of the Yadu dynasty, now I have come to my senses. I am taking shelter at your lotus feet. Please engage me in your service. So this is an instance of surrendering and taking shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Right? So this one something that we can relate in our life. All right. So this is the way that the prayer, all right, we should pray to Krishna. If at all you still struggle with some of the challenges that you're having through, or some of the things, that's why in Bhakti Loka, right, I think we did that most of us, those who have attended the talk, we did a confession, right? We confess all the nasty things that we did in our life. Of course, Krishna knows. But when you confess, all right, he's satisfied. Yes. That means you know you made a mistake, right? All right. So it is very important. Right? So he said, even though, so in this material world, no matter how much you satisfy your senses, the senses will not say enough. It will just say more and even more and even more. Right? One not enough. Give me more. Right? So there are many instances in the various Vedic writings of persons who are aspiring after liberation by speculative knowledge. All right. I'm sorry. But gave up the process in order to take complete shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna. Example of such person are the Brahmanas headed by Shaunaka in the forest of Naimisharanya. Right? So they have completely given up the speculative knowledge, right, in order to take complete shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Example they give is the Brahmanas headed by Shaunaka in the forest of Naimisharanya. Okay? So the learned scholars accept them as devotees having complete wisdom. The learned scholars accept them as devotees having complete wisdom. So from here we can understand that even Shaunaka, right, the head of the Brahmana, who will be asking question to Sutta Goswami in Srimad Bhagavatam, was also in that stage of speculative knowledge. Very interesting. Now we are putting from Hari Bhakta Sudodaya. So there's a statement in Hari Bhakta Sudodaya which these great Brahmanas and sages headed by Shaunaka Rishi told Sutta Goswami. Very interesting. All right. So that means Hari Bhakta Sudodaya. That means there's a great Brahmana and sages headed by Shaunaka Rishi told Sutta Goswami. He said, my dear great soul, just see how wonderful it is. Although as human beings, we are contaminated with so many taints of material existence. Okay? Even as a human, we are all contaminated. But simply by our conversing with you about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we are now gradually decrying our desire for liberation. So that means now we are gradually have given up our thought of going into liberation. Very interesting. You all got it? Do you understand? Any question? All good? Gandhi Mataji, are you okay? Can you follow this? Kala Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, can. Thank you.
Okay, right. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the next one. So now you're asking from Padavali, Padyavali, verse 77. Right? It says, in Padyavali, a devotee says, person who are attached to speculative knowledge. I mean, the person who are attached to speculative knowledge for self-realization, who have decided that the supreme truth is beyond meditation. Okay? That means, in others, what is it? A person who are attached to speculative knowledge for self-realization. Okay? Who have decided that supreme truth is beyond meditation. Okay? The supreme truth beyond meditation. Thus become situated in the mode of goodness. Okay? So that means they come out of that. So they have become situated in the mode of goodness. So let them peacefully execute their engagement. As for us, we are simply attached to Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is by nature so pleasing, who possesses complexion like blackish cloud, who is dressed in yellow garment, who has beautiful lotus-like eyes. We wish only to meditate upon him. Right? So that means those who are involved in speculative knowledge, right? They prefer to remain in goodness. Okay, they say, never mind, let them be there. We are not interested in goodness. So now we are talking about we are becoming, but we are simply attached to the Supreme Personality, who nature pleasing, who possess complexion like blackish cloud. So that means when they are simply attached to the Supreme Lord, right? So where do they stand? They are beyond the mode of goodness. Okay. Those who are by very beginning of their self-realization attached to devotional service are called Seva-nishta. Okay. Those who are from very beginning of their self-realization. That means, when we all try to look into self-realization, we are looking for spirituality. We want to have answer, but we became attached to devotional service. All right, we didn't go around the bush and went to all these kind of speculation until we end up here. So those who are from the very beginning, right? They are attached to devotional service is called Seva Nishta. So Seva Nishta means what? Simply attached to devotional service, right? The best example of such devotee are Lord Shiva, King Indra, King Bulashva, King Ishvaku, Shrutadeva, and Pundarika, right? So, answering your question, Prabhu, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, when you see, when they are appointed by Krishna to perform their duty, right? So, so sometimes when they say we want to offer pinda, where do we offer pinda? We offer pinda in Lord Shiva temple, right? And we do all this kind of pinda so that the Yamaraj can be somewhat other reduce the torturing or suffering of our forefathers. But here we understand what? When we are simply attached to devotional service. So all these personalities will be somehow or other will be very pleased with you. All right. So one devotee says, okay, there's one story about in Garuda Purana, but anyway, we don't talk about that. It's not relevant at all because we have no fear about that. So one devotee says, my dear Lord, your transcendental qualities attract even the liberated soul and carry them in the assembly of devotee, where your glories are constantly chanted. Even great sages who are accustomed to living in solitary place are also attracted by the songs of your glory. And observing all your transcendental qualities, I have also become attracted and have decided to dedicate my life at your loving service. So now we are talking about constant associates, right? Constant associates, right? Okay. So now what happened in now we have already spoke about it. Now we talk about constant associate. So in the city of Dwaraka, the following devotees are known as Krishna's close associate. Who are they? Uddhava, Daruka, Satyaki, Shrutadeva, Shatrujit, Nanda, Upananda, and Bhadra. All right. So they are the associate of Krishna in were in Dwaraka. You got it? Who are they? Uddhava, Daruka, Satyaki, Shuttadeva, Shatrujit, Nanda, Upananda, Bhadra. All these we will study that, all right, when we go to Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? Now, all these personalities remain with the Lord as his secretaries. One of the examples is Uddhava. Okay, one of the main secretaries. Okay, Krishna will be speaking to Uddhava in 11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so now, but still they are sometimes engaged in his personal service. Among the Kuru dynasty, Bhishma, Maharaj Parikshit, and Vidura are also known as close associates of Lord Krishna. All right. So when you talk about Kuru dynasty means the dynasty of his of the cousins. Right. So who is very close to him? Bhishma, Maharaj Parikshit, and Vidura. Also known as a close associate of Lord Krishna. Okay. It is said all these associates of Lord Krishna have lustrous bodily features. So that means all those who are associated with Lord Krishna, they also have a lustrous bodily features. They got a very beautiful body. Their eyes are just like the lotus flower, Pundarikaksha, right? And they are sufficiently power to defeat the strength of the demigods. Wow, look at that. So they have sufficient power even to defeat the strength of the demigods. And the specific features of their person is that they are always decorated with valuable ornaments. All right. So this is what will happen once we go back home, back to Godhead. All right. So even the associate Lord Krishna is so powerful that they have all lustrous bodily features, the eyes and everything. They can even defeat the Devatas. Okay. Now, so when Krishna was in the capital of Indraprastha, someone addressed him. He says, "My dear Lord," what is Indraprastha? Can anyone tell me? What is Indraprastha? Which capital is this?
The capital of the Pandavas.
Pandavas. That is Kaurava.
No.
So what is the country name?
Indraprastha was built by Maya Danava, Prabhu.
Yes, but what is the country? Indraprastha is like the capital of what?
No, capital is Hastinapura, and this one.
Hastinapura. Yes. So the country is Hastinapura. The capital, like Malaysia, the capital is Kuala Lumpur. So similarly, the country Hastinapura is the place where Kaurava lived. Kaurava and Pandavas all lived in actually Kaurava is a kingdom. But of course, because of the fight, they separated the Pandavas. But all of them under Kuru dynasties. The dynasty is Kuru dynasty. And the last king in Kuru dynasty was the what is it? Janamejaya, right? The son of Parikshit.
Janamejaya.
Janamejaya, yes. After that, the Kuru dynasty gone. Then the Kali Yuga take full blown. All the country break into pieces. All the small countries like fight each other. Right? Anyway, so the Indraprastha. Right? So when Krishna was Indraprastha, and where is Hastinapura? Hastinapura is now the current Delhi. The Delhi in India, New Delhi. I think the old Delhi, if I'm not mistaken. The place is called Hastinapura, the ancient name. Right? So someone addressed him. He says, "My dear Lord, your personal associate, headed by Uddhava, are always awaiting your order by standing at the entrance of the gate of Dwaraka." All right? They are mostly looking on with tears in their eyes. And in the enthusiasm of their service, they are not afraid even the devastating fire generated by Lord Shiva. They are not even worried about that. They are souls simply surrendered unto your lotus feet. All right? Out of many close associates of Lord Krishna, Uddhava is considered the best. All right? Because he also will tell Uddhava to go and convey the news to the gopis. All right? Anyway. So, the following is a description about him. All right? The following is a description of him. Kalindi Madhura. All right? Tasya Rupam. Tasya Rupam. That means the Rupam. Rupam means body. Kalindi Madhura Tvisham Madhupadir Malyena Nirmalyatam Labde Nan Chittam Ambarena Cha Lasat Gorochana Rochisa. Dvandvenargala Sundarena Bujayor Jishnum Abhikshanam Mukyam Parishadeshu Bhakti Lahari Ruddam Bajami Uddavam. So now we're talking about what? Right? We are talking about who? We are talking about whose Rupa now?
Uddhava.
Yes, because of Bajami. That means Bajami, I worship that Uddhava. Bajami, Uddhava. All right. So now let's look at that bodily features of Uddhava. So his body is blackish, like color of Yamuna, and is similarly as cool. He is always decorated with flower garlands, first used by Lord Krishna. He is dressed with yellow and silk clothing. His two arms are just like the bolts of the door. The two arms like the bolts of the door. The two arms. All right. The bolts of the door. His eyes are just like the lotus flower, and is the most important devotee among all associates. So now is mentioned here, let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto Uddhava's lotus feet. Mukyam parideshu bhakti lahari ruddam bhajami Uddhava. All right. So now when you see, Uddhava looks like Krishna. Right? So that's why when Krishna sent Uddhava to go and convey the message, when from far they thought Krishna came. All right. So he purposely sent Uddhava. All right. Why? We've studied that in 11th canto. All right. Before that, Krishna will be telling you, okay. He got almost similar features like Krishna. So Uddhava has described in the transcendental qualities of Sri Krishna as follows. What he says, Bhakti yataha murdani ahuka shashanam pranayati brahmeshayo shashita sindhum pratayati bhuvam tanuttaram brahmanda kotishvara. Sindhum pratayati bhuvam tanuttaram brahmanda kotishvara. Mantrang prichati mam apeshala diyam vinyana varang nidur. Varang nidir. Vikridatyak sakrit vichitra charita soyam prabhur madrasham. So Uddhava described the transcendental qualities of Sri Krishna as follows. What he says about Krishna? He says, Lord Krishna, who is our master, is worshipable deity. He is the controller of Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. And he is the controller of the whole universe as well. He accepts the controlling orders of Ugrasena. So what? Controls the whole universe as well. And he accepts the controlling orders of Ugrasena. Who's Ugrasena? The grandfather. All right, he takes order of Ugrasena. He is grandfather. He is the proprietor of millions of universe. But still, he begetted a little land from the ocean. So still, he begged a little land from the ocean. And although he is just like the ocean of wisdom, he sometimes consults me. He is so great and magnanimous, yet he is engaged in his different activities just like an ordinary person. Right? So now, okay. Now you got it? Now let's look at the followers of the Lord. Okay, the followers of the Lord. Those, okay, now, before we go here, shall we just take a short break now? It's already going to be 1 hour. Is it okay we just overshoot a bit longer time that we try to complete this chapter? Is that okay?
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu.
We are those who are constantly engaged. I say those who are constantly engaged. Now, in the city of Dwaraka, out of many of associate Krishna, Uddhava, consider those who are constantly engaged, followers of the Lord. Okay, this is the last paragraph in 297. 1, 2, 3. All right, just two pages, two and a half pages. I think we could be able to finish it. Then next we continue next week, chapter 37. Right. So we just take a short break now so that you can relax your mind, and we come back. Just take 2 minutes. All right. Now let's look at this. All right. The followers of the Lord. Now let's look at the followers of the Lord. Those who are constantly engaged in personal service to the Lord is called anugas, or the followers. All right. So now we understand raga, anuga. So raga, nuga. Raga, nuga means we are following the raga. Okay. Anyway, I don't go into the detail now. We discuss that later. So now, the person who are constantly engaged in personal service to the Lord is called anugas or the followers. Example of such followers are Suchandra, Mandana, Stamba, and Sutamba. They are all inhabitants of the city of Dwaraka, and they are dressed and ornament just like other associates. Okay. Okay, now the specific service entrusted to the anugas are varied. So that means there's varieties of service given to them. Okay. Mandana always bears the umbrella over the head of Lord Krishna. Right? So next time when we see Krishna sitting there in Dwaraka Rupa with Rukmani Devi, when someone's holding the umbrella behind it, he is Mandana. Suchandra is engaged in fanning the white chamara bunch. All right, he just offer the chamara. The white color thing. The chamara. All right. Anyone of you don't know what is chamara? All of you know, eh? All right. So it's a yak tail. All right. Okay. Anyway, and Sutamba is engaged in supplying betel nuts. Sutamba will be holding the Katalapak betel nuts. And all of them are great devotees. And they are always busy in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Okay. And there are anugas in Dwaraka. Okay. As there are anugas in Dwaraka, there are many anugas in Vrindavan also. Okay. This is quite interesting. Please just pay a little attention to this. So when there is anugas in Dwaraka, but there is also anugas in Vrindavan also. The names of anugas in Vrindavan are as follows. Okay. The names of anugas in Vrindavan are as follows. If I use the green highlighter, is it very dark? Is it clear? Can you all see this very clearly compared to yellow?
Can, Prabhu.
Anyone? I mean, green is better. Is it okay? Clear?
Clear, Prabhu.
Okay. No, sometimes I'm worried because it's too dark. Maybe you're watching through your phone or sometimes that can't be seen. Anyway, all right. So, so the names of anugas in Vrindavan as follows. Raktaka, Patraka, Patri, Madhukanta, Madhuvrata, Rasala, Suvilasa, Prema Kanda, Marandaka, Ananda, Chandrahasa, Payoda, Bakula, Rasada, and Sharada. All right. So these are the anugas in Vrindavan. Okay. So what do? They are doing is description of the, now the description of the bodily features of anugas in Vrindavan are given in the following statement. What they say? It says, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto the constant associate of the son of Maharaj Nanda. Right? Now here we're talking about the son of Maharaja Nanda. Okay. Why again the son of Maharaja Nanda? That is to be specific. Because Maharaj Nanda's son lives in Vrindavan. All right. So now you see, that's why they say Maharaj Nanda. That means we know specifically they are mentioning Krishna in Vrindavan. And they always stay in Vrindavan. And their bodies are decorated with garlands of pearls, with bangles and bracelets of gold. Their colors are like black bees and golden moon. And they are dressed just to suit their particular special bodily features. Their specific duties can be understood from the statement by Mother Yashoda, right? Who said, Bakula, please cleanse the yellowish dress of Krishna. All right? He says, Bakula, please clean the yellowish dress of Krishna. Varika, you just perfume the bathing water with aguru scent. They're going to bathe Krishna. Mix aguru scent, vasana. And Rasala, you just prepare the betel nuts. You can all see that Krishna is approaching. there's a dust overhead and the cows can be seen distinctly. That means what happened? Mother Yasoda saw from far, there's a dust. From far, when he saw the dust, oh, they know Krishna is coming, because Krishna is herding what? 100 over thousands of cows. All are walking back. They're walking back. They're creating such a big dust. So when they saw that, Mother Yasoda said, Bakula, please clean the yellow dress of Krishna. Varika, just put some perfume in bathing water. Right? And Rasala, just prepare the betel nuts, because Krishna is coming. Right? Then, among all the Anugas, Raktaka is considered to be the chief. Okay? Raktaka. Raktaka is called as the chief. Okay, now, the description of his bodily features is as follows. All right? So now we understand Raktaka is a male, because the description of his bodily features as follows. What happened? He wears yellow clothing. His bodily colors are just like the newly grown grass. That means like something like greenish. He is very expert in singing and is always engaged in service of the son of Maharaj Nanda. So now what he says, let us become the followers of Raktaka in the offering of the transcendental loving service to Krishna. Okay, Ramya Pinga Patam Ango Rochisa Kaivatru Shata Parvika Rucham Shushtu Goshta Yuvaraj Shevinam Yukta Kantam Anuyami Raktakam. All right. Now, an example of attachment felt by Raktaka towards Krishna can be understood from his statement to Rasada. So now let's see how much Raktaka is attached. Okay, how much what they call the attachment to Krishna? How to understand? Through the statement to Rasada. He said, just hear me. Please place me so that I may always engage in the service of Lord Krishna, who is now became famous as the lifter of Govardhan hill. Right? So always keep me in the engagement. Right? Now, the devotees of Krishna engaged in his personal service are very cautious. Okay? It's mentioned, the devotees of Krishna engaged in his personal service are always cautious, because they know that becoming a personal servitor to Lord Krishna is not an ordinary thing. How we can understand this statement? All right? The devotees of Krishna engaged, that means when they have a direct engagement, they are always very cautious, very careful, because they know that becoming a personal servant to Krishna is not an ordinary thing. If at all, Prabhus and mothers, if you are worshipping the deities, all right, you are worshipping the deities, it is considered that you are serving Lord intimately. All right. And also remember, this is something which is not ordinary. A person who offers respect even to the ants, that means a person who offers respect even to the ants, samut, engaged in the service of the Lord, becomes eternally happy. So that so what there to say of one who offers Krishna direct service? What happened to those who are offering direct service to Krishna? Raktaka once said within himself, he told himself, not only is Krishna my worshipable and servable Lord, but also the girlfriends of Krishna. So he says it's not only him, but even the girlfriends of Krishna. That means all the gopis. The gopis, okay, Krishna, the gopis, all right? That means the girlfriends of Krishna, the gopis, are equally worshipable and servable by me. All right? So he's thinking. And not only the gopis, he said, but anyone who is engaged in the service of the Lord is also worshipable and servable by me. I know that I must be very careful not to become overly proud that I am one of the servitor and the devotees of the Lord. I should not be proud. Okay? So now what he says, I must be very careful not to become overly proud that I am one of the servitor and the devotees of the Lord. So all these things we have to be very careful, my dear Prabhus and mothers. All right. Sometimes when we start to serve, we sometimes can get puffed up. It's very natural. All right. One example. Let's talk practical example. When a particular devotee cooks on that day, right? I'm not sure whether you have seen it, or if at all, if you are doing it, let's stop from today. They like to go around and ask, how's the prasadam? Do you like it? Did you try the chutney? Did you try the sabji? Do you like it? Do you like it? Oh yes, so nice. I cooked. Have you seen like that before? Anyone? Like Charna Lakshmi Mataji serving full time? Sudha Sindhu Mataji?
Yes,
right?
a lot. Many
Yeah.
times.
So it not only happened in Ipoh, it happened everywhere, I think. Huh? Yeah. It's very normal. Do you taste the chutney? Oh yeah, very nice. I made it. So we have to be very careful. So this is an example. We are studying this for what? So that once we go back home, back to Godhead, we know to whom we are dealing with. Are we dealing with what? Are we dealing with this, what they call? So which type of devotees we are dealing with? Okay. So we must know. Okay. So we must know all the people who we are dealing with. Okay. So I must be very careful not to become overly proud, because I am the servitor and devotee of the Lord. I cannot even be proud because you know why? Oh, sorry. What happened? From this statement, one can understand that the pure devotees, those who are actually engaged in the service of the Lord, are always very cautious and are never overly proud of their service. So this is one of that example. When a pure devotee of the Lord who actually engage in the service of the Lord are always very cautious and never overly proud of their service. So my dear Prabhus and mothers, what happened when we encounter this kind of devotees? Right? How we should react? How we should react? The best reaction I've ever seen is by His Holiness Narasingha Maharaj. Narasingha Maharaj, who is also my Siksha Guru, I like the way he deals with the devotees. Right? I don't know whether you have seen it or not. Whenever someone try to show off or puffed up, sometimes, Maharaj, I do this, do that. Maharaj is, how he reply? He just simply reply with a smile. That's all. He will never react. He never show sarcasm. He never show this thing. He just reply with a smile. Maharaj, do you like this prasadam? Like the day I've seen, someone says, oh, do you like this prasadam? Says, oh yeah, this is one of my, what they call? My expertise. And you know what, Maharaj? Just give us one. He just nodded and smiled. Simply nod and a smile. That's it. Nod it and just with a smile. That is how. So, in the future, or when we going to encounter these kind of devotees, we do not need to react. Right? Oh, you see, she thinks she's hell of a cook. She cook everywhere. She's going around asking, did you like this? Did you like the sabji? I cook. So whenever they come and say, oh, do you know, just give a smile and a nod. Simply smile and just give a nod. All right? We do not need to react. All right? So this is some of the sentiment of the pure devotees who are actually engaged in the service of the Lord. They are very cautious and never wholly proud of their service. Right? They are not even proud of their service. You see all the devotees, all the gurus, right? All that Maharaj in this thing. When you ask a question, they don't immediately react with answer. When you ask someone, they don't immediately react with answer. They will think about it. They'll pause and they will speak in a very sober way. Duryo dirascha virascha trida parishat adhika. This mentality of a direct service to the Krishna is called Durya. Okay. What is Durya? According to the expert analytical studies, this is a direct associate of the Lord. Srila Rupa Goswami has divided these into 3 classes, namely Durya, Dhira, Veera. Okay. Raktaka is classified among the Duryas for those who are always attached to the serving to the most beloved gopis. Right? So this is the thing. Right? The second is Dhira. Dhira means what? Sober. So they become Dhira. Duryo, Dhira, Veeras. All right? So they are Dhiras. All right? Now, so one Dhira associate of Lord Krishna is the son of Satyabhama's nurse. Right? One Dhira associate of Krishna is the son of Satyabhama's nurse. Satyabhama's son, he has a nurse. And that nurse, son, okay, is this thing. So Satyabhama is one of the queens of Lord Krishna in Dwaraka. When she was married to Krishna, the son of her nurse was allowed to go with her because he had lived together from childhood as brother. Okay. All right. And sister. They had a brother-sister relationship. They grew up together. So these gentlemen, the son of Satyabhama's nurse, used to live with Krishna as his brother-in-law. And sometimes as brother-in-law, he used to play jokes with Krishna. He once addressed Krishna in this way: "My dear Krishna, I never tried to gain a favor of the goddess of fortune. I never tried, who is married to you. But still, I am so fortunate that I am considered one of the member of your house, the brother of Satyabhama." Okay. And a Veera associate means what? Once expressed his pride, declaring. Okay. That means a Veera associate once expressed his pride, declaring, he said what? "Lord Baladev may be great enemy of Pralambashura. All right. But I have nothing to worry about from him. Or as far as Pradyumna is concerned, I have nothing to take anything from him because he is simply a boy. Therefore, I do not expect anything from anyone else. I simply expect favorable glance of Krishna upon me." Okay, he don't expect anything. He just wants a favorable glance. So I am not even afraid of Satyabhama, who is so dear to Krishna. I don't understand why the statement is like this. But anyway, let's look at that. 4th canto, chapter 20, text 28. Jagat Jananjayam Jagat Isha Vaishasam Syak eva yat karmani na sammihitam karosi palgavapi uru dina vatsala sva eva dishne viratasya kimtaya. So in the 4th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam 28th chapter, verse 28, it's a chapter of King Prithu addressed the Lord by saying, he says, "My dear Lord, it may happen that the goddess of fortune becomes distasteful by my work, dissatisfied." Right? King Prithu is saying, maybe it may happen that the goddess of fortune becomes dissatisfied with my work. Or I may even have some misunderstanding with her. But I will not mind this. Why? Because I have full confidence in you. You are always causelessly merciful to your servants. And you consider even the menial service to be very much advanced. Please underline this statement. You consider even their menial service. Even the service that you do so menial. Right? That's why I say when you go to temple, you see some rubbish, you just pick the rubbish and put in the dustbin. Very menial. But the Lord consider it to be very much advanced. So he says, I have confidence that you will accept my humble service. Although it is not worthy of being recognized. Even it's not worthy to be recognized. So, my dear Lord, you are self-sufficient. You can do anything you like without the help of anyone else. So even if the goddess of fortune is not happy with me, not satisfied with me, I know you will always accept my service anyway. Who's praying? Is the prayers of who? King Prithu. All right? King Prithu. Who's King Prithu? What is his name? Vaishnava Prabhu?
King Vena's son, Prabhu.
Yes. And he's a
King Vena's son, the Prithu came out.
yes.
Earlier,
who is
demon came out and they were sent to the Himalayas. The second time, Prithu Maharaj appeared.
yes. That means by churning the ties, right?
Right, well,
By churning the ties, okay. But who's Prithu?
King Prithu,
Who's King Prithu?
yeah.
The ordinary king or is it a
It's powerful. It's Shakti Vesha Avdara.
he is also a Saktivesh avatar. All right. He is also incarnation of Krishna. All right. He is a empowered incarnation of Krishna, King Prithu. So now this incarnation of Krishna, Saktivesh avatar, he is addressing the Lord. All right. He is addressing the Lord. And he is making these kind of prayers. He said, even the goddess of fortune has become dissatisfied. I still don't, I'm not affected. Okay. Because I have full confidence in you. All right. Because you are always causelessly merciful. You have causeless mercy to your servant. To your servant. So that means the Saktivesh avatar expansion of Krishna is worshipping to the Lord. To Lord Vishnu, actually. All right. So that's a beautiful thing. What is another example of Saktivesh avatar worshipping the Lord? Vyasadeva. Right? Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva also worshipping the Lord. That means the incarnation of the Lord worshipping the Lord. That means they worship. All right. So that's something very interesting. King Prithu is something going to be very interesting topic. And because of King Prithu, the world became, what happened, Prabhu?
He
What?
got all the forests and vegetable grains and all the grown.
He nourished the world, right?
Yeah.
All the plant, the tree, all the vegetation start to grow.
Yeah. He threatened the goddess of Bhumi.
Yes. All right. He threatened the goddess of Bhumi, and it's a very interesting story. All right. And of course, there is one thing. When I was first given Bhagavatam, I received my Bhagavatam in the year 1999. Yes. I think that time I should be 95, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I was 20 years old. In the year 1998 or 1999, I got my first Bhagavatam set that I'm keeping till today, 1999.
So early, Boo.
Yeah. And the book was given to me by, what is his name? Yeah, the word is in my head. It's not coming out. He was my mentor. All right. I liked him so much. I loved him so much. I mean, not loved him, still loving him. And of course, he's the one brought me to KL and to engage that I underwent brahmachari training. What is his name? He was also a pujari in BM before.
Simeshwara Guruvara.
No. No, the doctor also had some defects, with both. He was
Pundrik
a
Prabhu.
pujari. No, not Pundrik. I'm talking about KL. He was a brahmachari. What is his name? Krishna.
He was a brahmachari, he is still brahmachari, Prabhu.
No, now Grasta. No more brahmachari.
Shanti Vardhana.
No, not Shanti Vardhana. Shanti Vardhana, I remember. Anyway, I can't remember him. All right. So he gave me that book. All right. At that time, I was thinking, even though then halfway, brahmacharyam didn't work for me. All right. I was under the training of brahmachari training and everything. So I came back and I got into this insurance business and some sales. I wanted to be okay. I said, okay, I think I will just get married or something. I just try out. Okay, I want to make some money because my sister's studying in overseas. So I had that thought. And he gave me that book, Srimad Bhagavatam. And he told me,
Is he Anandriola Prabhu?
no. The BM devotee, the thin, tall, wearing specs. He's a thin devotee, thin and tall. He do yagya also, Prabhu Mataji, like Parabrahma. He used to do yagya.
Giri Prabhu.
Giri, Parabrahma,
Bhushan Prabhu.
Narasingha, Mani Bhushan. Yes, Mani Bhushan. You remember Mani Bhushan? You all know Mani Bhushan, Prabhu? You all know Mani Bhushan? Braja Prema, do you know Mani Bhushan?
I heard of him doing yagya, Prabhu. That's why
Alright.
when he said yagya, I thought of Mani Bhushan.
Yes, Mani Bhushan Prabhu. He was a brahmachari. He's the one who took me from Ipoh and he told me, come, I'll do. But of course, didn't work. Anyway, so Mani Bhushan gave me the Srimad Bhagavatam and told me, if you want to be successful, if you want to have good luck, read the story of King Prithu. So sometimes I just wonder, he should have told me read the Bhagavatam. But of course, the first thing I read from Srimad Bhagavatam, not the first canto, second canto, straight away jump to this, what they call fourth canto, the story of King Prithu. And I read and reread so many times, thinking I will get my, to have good luck. Anyway, that was not our goal. Of course, at that young time. But anyway, he encouraged me to read. That's why the King Prithu story is like very clear. Anyway, all right. I hope that you all don't have this kind of material desire. Just carry on, live simply, live with whatever you have. Don't over endeavor. Concentrate in Krishna conscious. Okay, anyway. So devotee attached to the transcendental loving service to the Lord may be described either as surrendered soul or as soul advanced in devotional knowledge or as soul completely engaged in transcendental loving service. All right. So that means the devotee attached to transcendental loving service of the Lord may be described either as, that means there are two things. Either they are surrendered soul or the soul advanced in devotional knowledge or the soul completely engaged in transcendental loving service. All right. So now the shocking part is this. Such devotees are called respectively neophyte. All right. First is neophyte, or they're called as perfect or eternally perfect. Are you following me? So devotees attached to transcendental loving service of the Lord may be described either as surrendered, advanced in devotional knowledge, or completely engaged in transcendental loving service. So that means in such devotees are divided into three things. Respectively, they are called as first step, they call as neophyte. Second, they are called as perfect. Third, they are called as eternally perfect. Okay. So any questions on this? So that means the devotee is called as perfect, neophyte. So that means respect, they call first when they become a devotee, they are known as neophyte. All right. What they call neophyte? Kanishta. Or in Kani. All right. Just starting off, Kanishta. Then secondly, they become perfect. Perfect is Madhyama. Then third is eternally perfect. So this is how the devotees are divided. Are you following me? Okay, let's read again. All right. Etesu tasya dasheshu tridvesha, tridesha. That means there is a three. That means three means there's a three types. Ashri dashu, nitya siddha, cha siddhascha, sadhaka parikirtita. So that means devotee attached to transcendental loving service to the Lord can be described, okay, can be described as number one as surrendered, number two is advanced, number three is completely engaged in transcendental loving service. All right. So that means the first one as a surrendered soul, right? The surrendered soul, it is called as neophyte, right? As a surrendered soul. Okay, the second is advanced is called perfect. And the third thing is completely in transcendental loving service, completely is called as eternally perfect. Are you following me on this? You got it? Anyone? All good?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand, eh? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, you got it?
Understood, Prabhu. Can understand.
Can understand.
All right. Okay. No, because when I read this also, I feel like I'm kind of confused. That's why I'm just asking again. All right. So we understand. That means eteshu tasya dashas. Tasya dashish. Okay, the servants are three desha. There's three types. Number one is devotee attached to transcendental loving service to the Lord can be described as number one is surrendered. Number two, advance in devotional knowledge. Number three, completely engage. Completely engage. So these are the people that call respectively. Number one, they are called as neophyte. Neophyte means the surrendered soul. The first when we surrender to Krishna, we are in a neophyte level. Then after that, we advance in knowledge. We call as becoming perfect. Then once we become completely engaged, completely we become eternally perfect. This is how the devotees are divided into three divisions. All right. So now we can ask ourselves, where are we? Are we surrendered? Yes, we are surrendered. We are trying to surrender, or sometimes we are trying but still cannot surrender. That means we still have not even come to the level of neophyte. All right. So we are learning this not to gain knowledge, to show our scholarship, but we are learning this for our own relishment. So think about, where do you stand? Am I improving? Am I in the still the level of neophyte or perfect or eternally perfect? All right. So whichever condition you are, we have to work hard so that we can improve ourselves. All right. So with that, we have completed this thing. And tomorrow and on Monday, we go to the chapter 37, impetuses of Krishna services. That means the thing that triggers the impetus. All right. The triggers or for Krishna services. All right. So 37, we continue on Monday, right? So let's open for questions. So now, 37, chapter 37. Okay, impetuses of Krishna service. And of course, this is also a kind of a long, this thing, okay, few pages. Okay, indifferent and separation. Oh, it's going to be even more interesting, indifferent separation, right? Chapter 37, right? So with that, we end our session today. There's some announcement here. Saturday and Sunday, of course, Saturday I'm going to KL, and Sunday morning I'm giving a Bhagavatam class in Ipoh. So these 2 days I'm fully packed, and most likely, I'm not sure, is Sunday evening okay? We can continue our discussion. Is that okay with all of you? First question is Sunday evening. All right. If it's available, okay, I'll confirm on this thing. Second, Monday morning, I couldn't do classes because it's a report card. I need to collect report card for my son. The school, I have to be there. And they are quite weird. First, I have to go there at 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock. They give me 3 sessions to meet each teachers. Then after that, the next session is at 3 p.m. Quite weird school. So again, I have to go at 3 p.m. to collect from another teacher. Then I have to meet one by one teachers. So I couldn't do Monday morning. All right. So we can do on Monday evening. All right. Monday evening, because there's no tuition for my children. So Monday evening can do on a morning session. Tuesday, we do it on Tuesday morning, because Tuesday evening I got Namahat program, Bhakti Vriksha. On Wednesday, we do morning and evening. On Thursday, as usual, morning, because evening the Zoom is used by Parikshit Prabhu for his Bhagavad Gita class. And of course, on Friday, sorry. I've forgotten. I've forgotten. Okay. Sunday evening, I can't do, because starting from next week, I've starting this Gita Gyan program. Okay.
From tomorrow, Prabhu.
Sorry?
From tomorrow, right, Prabhu?
Yes. From tomorrow, I'm starting Gita Gyan program for the next 18 days. Right? That means from tomorrow on the 6th of December until 23rd December. Right? So the whole evening is going to be every day, back to back, Gita Gyan program. If any of you want to join, you are cordially welcome to join. But of course, please join quickly because we have something like 100 or people have signed up. And I'm not sure because our capacity is only 100, all right? But those who missed it, they can't make it. Of course, you can watch in YouTube, all right? YouTube. Okay, all the things will be uploaded. But of course, nothing can be like live session. So number one, Saturday, Sunday, no session. Monday evening, no session. All right, because of morning, I have to go and collect report card. So we're going to meet on Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and Friday morning. All right. So next week is going to be 4 classes. So we're going to miss. I'm going to miss the association for Saturday, Sunday, and also Monday. All right. Because I'm not sure what time. Because sometimes the teachers want to talk to you. You know, it's a PTA, parents teachers, PTM, parents teachers meeting. Quite weird. All right. So that means. So I'll be seeing you on Tuesday. Right.
Monday is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami's disappearance day, Babu.
When?
Monday.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's a very auspicious day. All right. So, okay. So now we have already done our page. All right. So now we have already done on the part 3, 36. Then we're going to do 37, 38. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more chapters. All right, 15 more chapters to go to complete the this thing, of course. But of course, after that, we also have studies on the concluding word, which is very important. All right, it's only 2 pages. Then waves of the nectar of devotion. Okay, like that. And if we have time, I've got something new. I've got a book. Okay, this book here. This is called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. All right, Sindhu Bindu means it is another commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. All right, the drop of the nectarian ocean of Bhakti Rasa. All right, but here there's no verses, and it's basically mixture of Bhava, Mukhya Bhava, and all. It's going to be very, very interesting topic. All right. So this book, I don't have it in they don't have any verses here, and I don't have PDF. So it's going to be a very interesting topic. So let's see. After we complete our Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, most likely by this year, we have a long break, January, February, because the classes are. I'm going to start on auspicious time. I saw the date is something like around mid of March. We start our what they call our Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, but if possible, in between we can meet up to do the introduction part because 30 pages of introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam. Maybe you can do in between, or if I free, I can make slides, cut and paste. Okay, I can make some slides and do this. What they call this thing? Okay. So, any questions so far? All good.
Prabhu, I want to ask about the book Bhakti Rasa Mata Sindhu. Where do you buy the book?
You mean the book that now the thing that we are referring now?
The one that you showed just now, right? Bhakti Rasa Mata
Oh, that is
Sindhu.
from this by what they call from Chennai, Mataji. This somebody sent to me. This Guru Maharaj.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about Madhurya Kadamini? Do you have the book? Where to buy? Madhurya Kadamini.
Also from there.
Also from
Also-
there.
Yeah.
Jaiwa Dhamma also from there. All from there. Oh.